Georgia Southern Athletics here with head coach Jeff Monken as the Eagles are preparing for Western Carolina for the trip up to Cullowhee on Friday. Coach, tell us a little bit about the Catamounts and what the Eagles might expect with a new head coach and a new program.
Number one, they're going to be a well-coached football team, prepared. I really have a lot of respect for Mark Spear, and all it takes is looking at the films of their games from this year and how much better they're playing, how much more passionate their kids are playing the game. They're going to be, I'm sure, really fired up and ready for us when we get there. They've got an athletic quarterback who's run for a bunch of yards, thrown for a bunch of yards, and as I said, they're playing good defense. They're playing as well as a football team, as good as they have in several years. So they're getting better as the season goes along. They almost had Samford beat. They did have Samford beat 2 weeks ago, and Samford came back and won the football game. They're slugging around and giving people some fights.
Coach, you talk about it all the time with the team about how it's important for them to focus on what they do. Have you re-emphasized that this week after the Samford win, talking about what they need to take care of, even more importantly, not necessarily than their opponent?
Sure, there's a lot of things that we need to improve on, and we need to focus on getting better as a team. And you spend time looking at the opponent and preparing for the opponent for what they do schematically, but what's more important is that we prepare as a team for the brand of football that we want to play, and we're still not where we'd like to be, and hopefully that'll improve, and we'll be closer to that on Saturday.
Coach, most people just see the score. They see the score of the win over Samford. What are some of the things the coaching staff looks at, even with a win, in the film, and things that need to be worked on during the game week?
We always look at a number of things. On the positive side on defense, big plays. On the positive side on offense, how many defenders are on the ground. And then we look at missed assignments on both sides, as well as in the kicking game. We look at total yards gained, as well as total yards given up on special teams. The missed tackles on defense, and when the guy that I'm supposed to block makes the tackle, so we call it a man-on tackle, my man on the tackle on offense. So there's several things that we look at in terms of performance, and then probably the thing that we place the greatest emphasis on is effort. Did the guys play with absolute 100% effort from snap to whistle all the way through? We grade them on all those things.
The other thing, Coach, talking about offensively, are you going to change from your philosophy of being able to have all those options available to the Eagles?
In terms of our different sets and our different formations?
Of course, and personnel, of course, as well.
Oh, we try to work as many different personnel groups and formations and different wrinkles to the option plays that we run as we can each week. I think that's important, just so that defenses can't get grooved into stopping one particular blocking scheme, one particular personnel group, and just a few formations. So I think that's been benefiting us the last couple of years.
Coach Monken, thanks a lot for spending some time with Georgia Southern Athletics, and we look forward to seeing the Eagles up in Cullowhee.
I hope there'll be a bunch of people up there with us.